Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I'm here with Eric Minishred from Craniologie, and if you are not aware, Craniologie, you guys really have kind of spearheaded the effort in proper helmet fit and also making sure you have the right goggles that fit with the right helmet. It's a science.
It is a science. It's enough of a science that we like to call ourselves educators.
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 Okay, all right. So let's say somebody's walking into Craniologie. How exactly do you know the right helmet to put on people?
So we have a really unique process at Craniologie, and you're totally, I love the spearheaded term, because we're the first to do this, and I think we're still the only ones.
I think so.
So what we're going to do is actually measure your head.
Okay.
We're not going to tell you, I don't know, put on a medium and shake your head. If it hurts, you probably need a large. If it shakes around, you probably need a small.
Right.
We're going to get scientific. So we're going to measure your head. We're going to kind of eye up the shape of your head, because every different helmet brand has a different inner shape, just like every human being has a different shaped head.
Right. Okay. So you actually make sure that it's a precise fit, which really, I mean, you're the only shop that I know of in really any mountain towns that are doing this. And so not only are you intimately, involved in how the helmets are made and you know all the specifics, but then you can also put them on somebody and then find the right goggles that fit with that helmet brand.
Goggle fit is so important.
So important.
So important. You don't want the freezer burn on your forehead.
Right.
You don't want fogging. I know if I wear a helmet that's too small for me, the goggles ride up on my forehead and just won't stop fogging. So if you're wondering why you're getting a ton of fog issues, it's potentially an improperly fitting helmet.
See, who knew? Again, the knowledge of Craniologie. So you brought 3 separate helmets this morning. Let's start over here. So what exactly are we looking at with this helmet?
So I wanted to focus on different helmet construction, because there's been a lot of investment in the helmet market in the past 10 years. So there's some unique constructions. So this is the Smith Maze, really renowned for being extremely lightweight and low profile. This is what's deemed an in-mold helmet or injection mold helmet. So it is just has a really thin layer of plastic that is molded at the same time as the EPS foam, which is what really protects you. So it's similar to a styrofoam cup, where if you hit it, it gets dented, smashes in, and absorbs all that impact. So that's super lightweight, low profile. If you want that, injection mold helmet.
All right, there you go, and also the nice styly designs there. Okay, now what about this helmet right here?
So this is Giro Range. This is what I like to call an overmold helmet or a hard shell. So this one, the foam inside is really unique. So regular helmet foam, similar in build to a styrofoam cup. This is like squishing a bunch of bouncy balls together. Yeah. So the goal of that is to try to achieve a multi-impact helmet. So rather than a foam that's just going to smash in on impact, it's going to rebound back out. So it's a little bit heavier because it's not that thin layer of plastic. So a little bit thicker plastic, but a really unique foam. So it's still rated as a single impact helmet, but Giro is really unique in trying to achieve that multi-impact design.
Interesting. Okay, and then down here, I'm familiar with Sweep Protection because
you wear one of these.
I wear one of these.
Yeah.
Yes. So tell us about this brand.
So this is kind of the granddaddy of all the helmet technologies. So it's an overmold, so you've got a thicker hard shell, but it's a dual density overmold. So what that means is there's multiple thicknesses of plastic in this hard shell that are sort of tuned to be the opposite of your skull. So on the sides where your skull is thin, they use thicker plastic. On the top of your head where your skull is thicker, they use thinner plastic, so it achieves a great strength to weight ratio. And then the inner foam is actually dual density as well. So it's a little bit harder on the front and back to absorb more impact and a little bit softer on the sides. And then there's a carbon fiber reinforcement throughout the top of the helmet. So if you're getting out there in the backcountry, or if you're getting extreme, there is nothing better than this Sweep Protection helmet.
Listen, the knowledge at Craniologie is unparalleled. Where are you located?
We are on Wall Street in Vail Village, just sort of a block away from Bridge Street. Make a right at Gorsuch and Pepe's, and then we're just on your left there. You'll see our giant glowing sign and a big store. Giant
glowing sign. Head on in, see Eric and the whole crew. You'll be so glad that you did. Coming up next, we're going to actually head back up to Beaver Creek and find out what Maddie is doing and also have a look at that local weather forecast.